I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. And here's George. Kessler with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Jackson down low. The rebound by the Hawks. And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, B.A., they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
Clock at 6. That's tipped. Here's Bailey. Now Kessler. Pass to George. Utah moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Kicks it to George. Floats one up. And the layup is up and in.
With that shot in his bag, George doesn't have to get all the way to the rim.
Pass to Johnson. Shoots over George. The shot by Johnson, no good. And the Jazz with possession. And here's Bailey for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And with his size, Bailey can rise up over most defenders that are on him.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And the three-pointer goes.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Daniels. Okongwu up top. George with a steal. To the left side wing. Pulls it. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Johnson. That one's wide left. The Hawks trailing. And here's Daniels. He's covered by Kessler. Daniels, that one's true.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Pass to Kessler. Back to George. Now Kessler. Here's Bailey. Giving them some good production. Pulling up just around 16.5 points a game. Kessler with a bucket.
Well, you know, this is where Kessler mostly looks to score. Great work inside.
Alexander Walker with it. Picked up by Markkanen. Three-pointer Kispert. Hits the trifecta.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Right wing. Pass to Jackson. The jump hook. Again, Utah.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail threes, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
Inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now here's George. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect speed.
I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, B.A. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1. Some solid defense from Markkanen.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Pass to Nurkic. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Hawks.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with the three. Now here's George. And he comes up with a bucket. George has got his second basket of the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz leading by 3. Here's Reddish. No good there. Alexander Walker with it. Giving them some good production. Putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
There's a screen by Nurkic. For 3, George. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta with the ball. Here's Alexander Walker. They now take the lead. Alexander Walker's got 5.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Utah trailing here. Williams looking around. Lays it up and banks it in. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
To the wing on the left. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Drives to the hoop. And here's Reddish. Yet to see a basket. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Now here's Hield. Averaging around 6 a game. For 3, McCollum. Here's Kuminga. McCollum outside. Picked his pocket. And here comes the break. Here's Isaac. Rebounded by Hield. The Hawks leading. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, he's a crafty combo guard. You got to love seeing McCollum play the role of distributor there.
For 3, Collier. Rebound Atlanta. 1:14 left in the first quarter. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Kuminga for 3. It's hauled in by Reddish. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Collier. Kicks it out to Isaac. Williams from long range. Excellent D there from Kuminga. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Over Williams. They get the rebound. Here's Newell. McCollum on the wing. Landale with a screen. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And even with the miss, that's a... Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Here's Noel. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Noel's got his second basket. Here's Williams. The shot from the low post is good. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks ahead, leading by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Takes it inside. Oh, hammer at home.
Nice.
Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Kuminga down low. The layup off target. Utah leading. Pass to Reddish. Now here's Jackson. Tries the spin move. Right at the free throw line. Williams misses. On offense, here are the Hawks. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Moving it up. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Noel from outside. Utah grabs the miss.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Pass to McCollum. The 3. He buries it from 3. McCollum's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Collier. McCollum defends. Puts up a 3. And that's good. Collier for 3. And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag stats we call Lauri. Guys?
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed and his size can be a huge advantage.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Kessler. Stolen by Daniels. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example. transition take foul rule. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Atlanta.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Here's Daniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Marketing looking it over. Oh, great slam by Marketing.
Well, he's known primarily for his shooting, but don't be fooled. Marketing is more than capable of finishing strong.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Here's Bailey. Pass to Collier. Here's Marketing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Well, Markkanen's height is such an advantage in that mid-range area.
McCollum outside. Shoots over Jackson. McCollum's shot is off.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Bailey's shot is off. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Up the floor. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
Here's Collier. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Here's Bailey. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Bailey. McCollum with a steal. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Three-pointer in transition. And now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Bailey. Takes a three. Pure from three-point range. Bailey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A confident answer from Bailey. The rookie wanted to prove he can hang.
Here's McCollum. And it's blocked by Kessler. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
The kick out to Johnson. Fires the three. They get it again. Okongwu. Good D by Kessler. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
It's Johnson with a drive. The rebound by Markkanen.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
The Hawks leading. Pass to Kispert. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Bailey. He's got 10. Here's Collier. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen inside. Shoots over Johnson. Oh, the turnaround jumper. Count it. Markkanen's got 6. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, the coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
So for the Hawks. The Hawks trailing. Now Alexander Walker. 5 points in the game. Hield fires from way outside. Here's Landale. Comes up empty down low.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The three, George. Ruel pulls it in. Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
Alexander Walker with it. Guarded now by George. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Here's Williams. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Back to Hield. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
A prolific scorer dating back to his college days. Hield just understands how to generate points.
And Utah calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Free throw is good.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
So he gets them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
George outside. There's the triple. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
A lot of confidence from George shooting a 3 early in his career.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Kuminga. Rebounded by Nurkic. On offense, here's Utah. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Williams misses.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's George. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul.
Kind of losing their way here. They've let this lead evaporate.
George feels it out a bit.
Hey, yo, right here.
Picked by Isaac. The 3 is up. That one is off. And the first half now in the books. Utah ahead, leading by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Daniels outside. Kispert right side. Pass to Johnson. Back to Kispert. 5 on the clock. There's the screen by Johnson. The putback. Atlanta gets it back. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's the Kongu. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Here's Marketing, plenty of space. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide-open look, but he can't take advantage.
Now here's Okongwu. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. From deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. 90 seconds into the second half now. George in the post. 9 points in the game. Good D by Daniels. Alexander Walker with it. Picked up by Markkanen. Pass to Kispert. There's the three. And Atlanta misses again.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Bailey's shot is off. Hawks trail by 6. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Johnson. And stolen by Markkanen. To the inside. And here's Kessler. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Bailey. Markkanen for three. Kicks it to George. And here's Bailey for three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Bailey's got 13 now.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the kick at this stage.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocks some things for him.
Hawks trail by 4. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Kessler. Defended by Kispert.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Now here's Daniels. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Atlanta making some changes here. Hawks trail by 7. Hield with the ball. Averaging around 6 a game. Pass to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the wing. And the shot goes. McCollum's got 11 points.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, 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 and then, woo.
Collier uses the glass on the layup.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
Hield with the ball. Now guarded by Isaac. And here's McCollum. Misses in close. And it's Williams off the drive. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Hawks trail by 9. McCollum outside. Well, controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Outside, Williams. And Healed on the wing. Let's go with a three. Utah grabs the miss. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Landale. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
There's a screen. Outside heel. Here's Kuminga. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Yeah, with that attack mindset, Kuminga draws a lot of attention and oftentimes a lot of contact.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. Both free throws good for Kuminga.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Utah leading by 4. Pass to Nurkic. Tough touch off the glass. Nurkic has gotten his first basket of the night.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Utah. It's a 5-point game. Chalk up 2 there. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter. Now the Hawks with it. McCollum outside. And the 3 off target.
After draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to McCollum. Shoots. And he knocks the jumper down. 14 points for C.J. McCollum. And here is Williams. Utah moving the ball around. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, when he sets the pick, Nurkic can do different things on the roll. Makes him hard to trap.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Out to Hield. Over Williams. And it's Hield missing. Utah leading by 9. Timeout. Now a timeout called by Utah. Both teams deciding to change it up. .35 seconds left in the third quarter. For 3, Collier hits a three-pointer. Collier's got 8 here in this quarter.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Out to Kuminga. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Williams. Oh, misses the dunk.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz. There's 6 seconds left in the third. And so it's the Utah Jazz closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. More 2K. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Cavs leading by 11. Here's George. Outside, Williams. Back to George. Outside, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And Williams punches it home.
Well, this is something George does a good job of, creating chances for others to score.
Heel to the ball. Picked up by Reddish. He drops it from range. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
George's shot is off.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on it when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Reddish. Now Williams. He's watched by Kuminga. Jackson outside. It's hauled in by Landale.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Heel from outside. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist.
Yet no hesitation from the veteran Hill. A dangerous scorer in these catch-and-shoot situations.
Back to George. Uncovered. And right on target. That one's good. Off jump by 9. They set a pick. Here's McCollum. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Yeah, what a pass right there by George. That's the kind of play that really helps improve team chemistry.
There's McCollum with the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got 20 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Into the lane. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jock Landale.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about it?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
No good on that one. No good on the second free throw.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's just, I like this more aggressive approach. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
George, no good.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's McCollum. Outside Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Shot clock at 3. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz leading by 11. Here's Williams. The shot that time not on target. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Fires the 3. Utah with another miss. Daniels right side. Corner shot. Offensive rebound.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
outside. Williams. Utah needs to get off the shot here. Here's George. The Jazz again can't hit.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Well, this is the level of rim protection you get with Jaren Jackson Jr. He takes pride in being this team's defensive end.
To snap the cold streak. It's stolen by a Kongwu. To the paint. Newell can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 9. Here's Williams. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. The free throw drops for Williams.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Alexander Walker. The three. Counted from distance.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Here's Bailey. Back to George. Down low. Oh, it's stolen away. Kispert outside. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Oh, off target from downtown. Hawks trail by 6. Okongwu. Oh, nice shot for the slam.
I love the effort from Okongwu here, taking ownership of an important possession.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
$13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outside, Alexander Walker. 6 to shoot. Johnson. The putback. How about the activity?
Always great to see a guy rise to a challenge. Johnson knew this was a must-get bucket.
Here's Markkanen. Now Kessler. Here's Bailey. Jackson. Oh, the stuff. Hawks trail by 6. There's the screen by Johnson. Fires the 3. Kessler with a rebound.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Here's Bailey. Home.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. You know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and out there."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Outside George. For 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
36 seconds left in the 4th. Clock at 6. It's good! got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's George. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Oh, swiped away. So we see the Jazz get the win here. This one was a fun one to watch.